How to deal with a toxic person, according to Buddhism. People who are toxic. We've all met them, and many of us have had to deal with them on a regular basis. They can drain your emotional reserves. Almost all of us have wondered, at some point, what the best way to deal with them is. Is it a case of fighting fire with fire? Or should you ignore them and hope for the best? According to Eastern philosophy, none of those strategies are the best. A better technique is to practice loving-kindness, as it is known in Buddhism. This is a technique I've personally tried in recent months, and I believe it's extremely effective not only for dealing with toxic people, but also for protecting my emotional health. In this video I explain what loving-kindness is and why it can help you deal with toxic people. 4 things to understand to deal effectively with toxic people. Religious traditions all over the world, including Buddhism and Christianity, have developed seemingly contradictory attitudes of compassion and forgiveness towards enemies. Why should we love our adversaries or wish them no harm? Why should we wish them success in their endeavors when those endeavors could include attacking us? There are several Buddhist explanations for the injunction to wish toxic and negative people well. First, it does you no good to hold on to anger or resentment, even if the other person deserves it. Carrying grudges against others causes tension and unhappiness within you, so it is best to put them aside, if only for your own sake. Second, appreciate the chances your enemies give you to practice your patience and loving kindness. Treating those you care about with kindness is not difficult or unusual, it comes naturally. People you dislike, on the other hand, provide you with the opportunity to deepen your practice. Third, ask yourself why you consider certain people your enemies. Are they rude, irritable, selfish, or boastful? These unpleasant characteristics are most likely the result of various problems in their own lives. Perhaps they are rude and impatient because they despise their job. Perhaps they are boastful because they are deeply insecure about their own abilities. In any case, by wishing for your enemies to be well, happy, and peaceful, by wishing for them to be free of difficulties or problems, you are removing the conditions that made them your enemies in the first place. Fourth, remind yourself that you see hostile people and situations only from your perspective and do not know the whole story. Are you willing to consider the possibility that you misunderstood something or misjudged someone else's actions? Have you overreacted to a perceived slight? And, even if you are convinced of your righteousness, are you open to the possibility that returning hatred with hatred does not improve the situation? Finally, keep in mind that if you choose to fight your enemies, your battles will be endless. How to spot toxic people so you can keep them out of your life. If you're trying to improve your life and become a more positive person, you'll notice that toxic people appear out of nowhere and take center stage in your life. Once you've transitioned to a more positive mindset, you'll notice that toxic people have no idea how destructive they are to their own lives as well as the lives of those around them. You may discover that toxic people obstruct your progress, or that you have worked hard to overcome toxicity in your own life and do not want to return to a life of negativity and despair. What toxic people don't realize is how much power they have over their despair, and they like to blame others for their misfortune. To keep toxic people out of your life, you must first be able to identify them. Here are some characteristics of a toxic person, in my opinion. They may not all be applicable to you, but I believe they will provide food for thought as you consider who toxic people may be in your life. 1. They interrupt much? Toxic people crave attention, but not in a good way. To be heard, they will interrupt anyone and everyone. If you come into contact with toxic people, they will try to steal your thunder and claim credit for your ideas, thoughts, and even actions. They will make your words their own and make certain that they are heard over you at all times. They will correct you and try to be physically louder than you at all times. They don't care to hear about your life. Toxic people just want to be heard, at any cost. 2. Control freak? If you have someone in your life who needs to be on top of everything, it's likely that they have some form of toxicity in their own lives. Because they have no control over their own lives, toxic people use control mechanisms to exert control over those around them. They will make inappropriate comments about your life and try to control you at times. They will appear to be fun and outgoing on the surface, but as you get to know them, you will notice that they are simply attempting to maintain control over something that is not theirs to control. They are hypersensitive to details and believe that if they can control things and other people, they will compensate for a lack of control in their own lives. 3. Positivity sucker? Toxic people are undeniably negativity suckers. It can get so bad that simply being in the same room as other people makes it difficult to concentrate or complete tasks. Toxic people, as the saying goes, have a problem for every solution. They are unable to see the light, no matter how bright it is. Being around these people for any length of time is exhausting. They not only have a tendency to berate themselves for things that are otherwise positive, but they also enjoy sucking the life out of everyone around them. 4. Drama queen? Toxic people enjoy dramatizing everything from grocery shopping to relationship breakups. They're fantastic at playing the victim. They enjoy telling people that nothing is their fault and that everything bad that happens to them is the result of someone else's incompetence. Does this sound familiar? If you have toxic people in your life, you are most likely familiar with this one. Toxic people must personalize everything, and the best way to do so is to dramatize their entire lives. 5. Judge and jury? Toxic people have a defense mechanism in which they constantly judge other people. This is a distraction technique used to keep people from seeing how chaotic their own lives are so that they can point out the flaws of others. They openly judge people without hesitation and frequently include their preferred outcome. These are the should individuals. She should just abandon him. He needs to get a better job. They enjoy telling others what to do and deciding ahead of time that their judgments and opinions are correct. 6. Lies like a rug? Toxic people are sometimes difficult to recognize because they are skilled at lying about their identities. They will go to great lengths to keep you from discovering the truth because the world they have created is the one they want to live in. They lie about anything and everything to manipulate perceptions. Sometimes they lie so much that they don't realize it. They fabricate information about money, work, relationships, drama, success, and failure. Nothing is holy. They lie for a reason, and they don't care about you. 7. Heavy hauler? Toxic people believe they are the smartest people in the room. They will believe that they have the most to offer. They will go out of their way to snowball people so that they can profit from the consequences. Toxic people are often referred to as tanks because they will move people, things, and opportunities to achieve their goals. Toxic people will go to any length to make themselves happy, even if it means jeopardizing the happiness of others. Tank is a good word to describe it. What's the bottom line? Use this insight to expose the toxic people in your life and move on with your life. You can't change these people, so don't waste your time attempting to convert them from the dark side. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.